Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff here to his running back. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Jackson. He's going to look deep for more. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use momentum to launch another one.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Touchdown. Quez Watkins. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Cardinals, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Pretty big opening there on 1st down. 8 yards up to the 33.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. He'll look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now it's Jackson. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
A gain of 12. First down, 49ers.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Butker's kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet. Get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the 1st half.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's got this down to the 35. 41 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Play action. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with third down looming. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Jackson looking to throw on third. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. They'll roll him out right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Lamar Jackson, as the first half is winding down. And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They'll throw now on the final play. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there as time expires in the first half. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now the try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final adjustments as we speak. Which of these two teams is going to advance to the NFC title game next Sunday? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door. 66 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Isaiah Simmons. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage. But right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward. And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Back to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Flushed out right. And some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. This time Jackson will throw it. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Cardinals will take over possession here up at the 44. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. 2nd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Despite the heavy running, he'll be hit and drop shy of the 45. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second and 11. Wide open receiver complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 28. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action here on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Check 15, check 15. Switch, come on, switch. Hey, switch gears. You go tight.
They'll try again.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. they'll look to throw here. Touchdown! That's caught from 4 yards out.
And the Cardinals are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Lockett the return.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Here's Jackson. He's going to look deep for Moore. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration is settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he has behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks.
Lockett the return.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Jackson now. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a third down. Jackson. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
If I could put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout. and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. The Niners on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 10.
Jackson will throw again.
Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
We got to see him. Watch the run. Watch the run.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation.
And the 49ers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going to let it fly.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 39. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cards continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Lockett the return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last shot for Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And the Cardinals season will continue as we say thanks for watching and so long.